as we dive into the seedy underbelly of the Southern Baptist Church. Let's start with education. First of all, the Southern Baptist Convention is a group of autonomous churches. That means each church makes their rules when they call a pastor. In the Southern Baptist Convention, unlike other Baptist churches and denominational churches, in the Southern Baptist Convention, each church can decide who is their spiritual director. And that means that you don't have to have a seminary degree, a college degree. You don't even have to have a high school diploma to be a Southern Baptist pastor. The church decides who they think should be ordained. And depending on what type of church it is within the convention, it's whoever they choose. It could be an uncle that grew up in the church and is really good at talking. So that means that a lot of stuff that's happening in the Southern Baptist Church is being shared by people who don't understand the depth of our scriptures or our church history. And I'm not really angry with them. I mean, they are called by the church. They are perpetuating the theology they were taught. And so they don't really know better, I guess. The anger I have is for those who do know better, those with MDivs and doctorates, those who truly understand where our Bible came from and still preach that it's infallible and inerrant when they know it's not. In fact, one of the conversations that I was privy to all the time was talking about different translations and how this might be and that might be. There was never an understanding that it was inerrant or infallible unless people were in the pulpit. They don't believe that. Even though they keep giving money and supporting the Southern Baptist Convention, that's not a belief among the educated, those who went to actual seminary or have even college degrees. The educated know. It's one of the reasons they wanted to attack education, because they like to gatekeep information so that they can wield Bible verses with power and authority. And as they wield these Bible verses and tell you that it's inerrant and infallible, something they don't believe, they keep you in line. They keep you away from the understanding of the depth of our scripture. And that's a power thing. It's one of the very first tenets that the Southern Baptists did when they had this big takeover, is that they kicked many of the professors out of the Southern Baptist theological seminaries because they were teaching stuff they didn't want taught. So if you were trained in seminary recently in a Southern Baptist seminary, you're not getting the whole picture. But the gatekeepers, the leadership, the pastors who know better should be doing better, and they're not. They are not speaking out loud about the toxic theology that's being spread. The more you know, the deeper your connection with Christ can be. The more you understand the languages, the scriptures, the depth of church history, the more you can be a spiritual leader for your church. The SBC doesn't care.